I've done loads of videos, like reaction videos like that, where girls just flat out say they want a scammer.
Over what?
9 to 5.
Maybe because he makes more money.
That's what they care about, just money.
Or maybe
Security, yeah.
Or maybe because the way he processes his thoughts is a bit more advanced because he's dealing with more danger, more pressure, more amounts of money, which means he's good at maths. Transferable skills.
The MP.
Who would you prefer? A scammer who makes I don't know. Let's say he makes let's say he makes 1,000 a week. Yeah. No. Let's say he makes 1,000 every couple days. Yeah. Or a 9 to 5 guy who makes 2,500 a month. Who would you pick?
The scammer.
The scammer. Why?
Because when he's in jail, I can look after the money.
Look after them. The money will be gone. The police will take the money. What are you talking about?
No, we'd be smarter than that.
You hope he would be
smarter than that. What do you
You
mean?
hope he would be smarter than that, and also he'd be in prison.
I'll stay loyal until he comes out.
No, you wouldn't.
I'll just look after the money.
That's backwards.
I'm just kidding.
Backwards.
That is wow. That's shocking. I thought you would say something different, but you didn't. Well done. And that will be a clip on the King Rich's channel. Yeah? You just picked a scammer over
but I
a
never
9 to
said
5
I wanted
guy.
a player. Nah, I'd rather have a scammer than a player.
Oh, so it's okay if he's a criminal, but if he's a player, that's bad.
But not a criminal on my heart.
Plus to find criminal, because I'm not gonna lie, there's certain crimes that come with good intention and go for good reasons, and plus a system.
Why? You see, this is what I'm talking about. We make excuses for criminals in our community.
Like Robin
Why,
Hood.
bruv?
I would definitely
That is not a real story. That's a fable, bruv.
Like sending them like love
the hell?
letters while they're in jail. That's kind of romantic, no? Don't you think?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
All right, let me ask you.
Are you holding it down for your man if he's in jail?
Let me ask all of you lot a real question, yeah? Let me ask you lot a real question, yeah? Raise your hand, yeah, if you've dated a criminal in your life.
But what's a criminal like?
What do you mean? What is a criminal? You see?
Define a criminal.
What is a criminal? Find Google.
Oh my God.
Someone that breaks the law.
Nah, we're gonna do it properly.
Someone that makes that
We're
money
gonna do
breaking
it
the law.
properly. We're gonna do it properly.
Like, what type of crime? Like,
Bruv, criminal, they don't matter,
I've
bruv.
never dated a drug dealer. God forbid bad thing. I'm so sorry.
Oh my
That's
God.
bad karma towards me.
Wow. What is defined as a criminal? Okay.
oh, I meant like what type of crime?
Don't
did
worry.
they
No, I've got you.
commit?
Don't worry. Cornell University has got you. Yeah. www.law.cornell.edu says criminal is a popular term used for a person who has committed a crime or has been illegally convicted of a crime. Criminal also means being connected with a crime. It seems they keep saying crime quite a lot.
But then you could be a murderer, or you could be put into jail because of weed possession. You know what I mean? Like there's two
exactly.
different.
That's why I asked, like, what type of crime?
Okay,
is
let
it?
me
Me.
Let me quickly say something here.
This is why men are always...
Hold on.
I was going to say something anyway. Forget it.
Listen, I've been in a long-term relationship with someone that's gone jail, stayed with them throughout jail, came out of jail, still stayed with them, whatever. And obviously that ended because there's certain things that you go through in life here that make you realize what you want. Do you know what I mean? And what I realized with the fast life, yes, nice. Sometimes, you know, your man is making a quick couple racks over here in a day but for me personally, I don't know about anyone else. I want to build a legacy. Like I want to build a dynasty. And with that, it takes patience. And I think nowadays we don't have the patience. We all want quick money, quick lifestyle, this and that and the other, because it's so glamorized. You're not going to build a legacy. You're not going to build generational wealth like that. And it's just, and I think ultimately what we need to understand with women, we want security. No matter the method, we'll be able to overlook certain things, whether they're right or wrong, right? But it's security, it's financial security, it's protection.
But that's
it's
a problem.
leadership.
If you're just like, I don't mind if it's right or wrong.
No,
that's a huge error.
Of course, but I'm saying just on a general perspective, this is what the woman's mentality is like.
But look, dating criminals is okay, right? So listen, Christine Lagarde is the head of the European Union Central Bank, and she's a convicted felon, right? The Deutsche Bank, JP Morgan, they pay. I have friends at these investment banks, and they take the fine, they take the hit because they can afford it. So they're the white collar. So look, the other women, they're choosing the white collar criminals. They're choosing the scammers that are working in venture capital firms. They're choosing the scammers that led to the inflation that's rocking the UK, right? So it's again, all women like scammers, all women like alpha males, right? But they choose different ones. Why do we choose the criminals that ain't making bread? Why are we choosing the scammers that ain't making bread? Because the other criminals, they got money.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it. But
well, look, for me, I'm 21, right? So my past had happened to me a lot throughout my youth. Like my experiences happened to me during a period of time where I was still growing and learning. Ultimately, this is of course not an excuse, but in that period of time, that's all we knew. Those were the environments we were around. Those were the type of people we were around. Now, I'm still a baby, but I'm growing up and I'm understanding a lot of things. And it took me a while. I was in that relationship for almost 3 years. Do you know what I mean?
Did you love the excitement of danger? Was it an adrenaline rush being with that guy and not knowing what was going to happen next? Him going in and out of jail?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No, I think what it was for me is that I didn't understand at the time.
So there was no excitement being with him?
It's not about the excitement. What it was for me was that the way I understood an alpha male at the time and the characteristics they possessed is very different to the way I understand it now.
So there was no excitement there?
It's not... Okay, well...
It's not about...
No.
There is a level of excitement. It's just like when women say... it's just like when women say a nice guy is boring. Is then the opposite when you're with a guy who does dangerous stuff. That's exciting.
That's why the same way an angelic woman is kind of boring. You needed to be a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets for a reason, because you need to play a good balance. You need to have excitement about you, and then you also need to have good intentions. So sometimes if you're working outside of the law, which would still make you a criminal, doesn't mean you got bad guy, you got bad intentions. That's why I said a lot of criminals have got transferable skills, and then they get to a point where they become above
excuses?
the law.
Stop making excuses, bro. No, bruv.
What did I make an excuse for?
You're making excuses. Oh, well, no, he might be a bad person doing bad stuff, but he could be a good... Why do we always talk that shit, bro? Like, yeah, but why? Yeah, but you don't make excuses for the guy that's 5'7". You don't make excuses for the guy that's 5'5" and say, well, he's short, but he might be a nice person. No, you just like, he's too short.
I just said that he would survive. I would rather be with him than to be with you at the end of the world.
Come on, bro. That is just crap. That's
but still,
nothing.
You could choose better criminals, though.
Yeah.
Like, just choose better criminals.
You want to choose the guy that's selling grass.
Choose the ones that are above the law.
Bro. Come on, bro. Like, bro, there's enough guys out there that are legit, that are making peas. You don't have to pick a criminal, bro. It's a choice because you know it's dangerous and it's an adrenaline rush being with them because you don't know what's gonna happen next.
So if I happen to fall in love with a criminal, then so be it. If I happen to fall in love with a regular guy, so be it.
Listen, this is my thing, yeah. I'm sorry, yeah. You see me, yeah. I feel like this, yeah, because it's kind of immature when you think about it, really and truly, like laughing and joking, ha ha ha. But when it gets real and you have a kid for one of these dudes and he goes to prison because he goes and murk someone and you ain't gonna see him anytime soon, and then it's you and that kid, then you're gonna be crying one day. You're gonna be in your house crying, thinking, "Raw, why did I do this, bro? This is stupid." And then you're gonna remember bouncing up and I'm not saying you lot, but I'm saying anybody that does that is gonna bounce up and down laughing right now because there's loads of little girls out there that are running around with these kind of boys right now, sleeping with them raw. My man's shooting up the club. Next thing, she's having a kid for him, thinking it's still all good, bro. Do you know how many, like, bruh, every time I come to London, I see these couples, like these struggle couples, yeah, with a boy you can tell all he does is smoke all day, his lips all black, that he smoke. You know what I'm talking about, bruh, yeah? And then he's just wearing them dirty tracksuits. You know them tracksuits with the bobbling, bruh? He's wearing those, yeah? And then, like, boom, the girls, like them skinny girls with the little puffer jacket. You know that little with the fur on it, bruv? And the jacket comes up to here, bruv. Yeah? And she's wearing tracksuit as well, bruv. It might be bobbling as well, yeah? And then they're pushing her pram. And then the baby is in there, and I'm thinking that kid ain't got no chance, bro.
Yeah,
it's not funny, bruv.
It's real shit.
Do you get what I'm saying? Bare of my friends growing up went jail because they flipping parents were whatless, bro. So it's not funny, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care, bro. Like bruh. Like,
yeah, but it's not funny for you to always put it on the women. Those men that
I'm not just putting it on the women.
Stop going for the young girls that are being agreeable, and then you murk their lives as well because you're traumatized.
But do you know why I can put it on the women? Because the women choose in the first place.
But there's men that glorify this behavior.
If you don't go with that guy, if you say if every black woman, let's just bring it to black women. Yeah, I know that women outside the community do it as well, but we're talking about why do black men choose interracial dating? Yeah, if every black woman or black girl was like, or it was a general consensus in the black community amongst the females, we do not date criminals. Guess what? The percentage of criminals would drop significantly. More black boys would be going into STEM degrees. But no, what do we have? Grown women laughing and joking and making excuses why, oh, he's a criminal, he might be murking people, but he might have a good reason and he might be a good guy. That's not good enough, bruv.
My sisters, you can date a criminal, just pick the right ones.
Wow.
And also make him transfer those skills to put them into good use. Bring your knowledge into the table, because if I have somebody that's a criminal who's got amazing skills, I'll be like, babe, do you know you can use this to do this? Be the rock in your man's world.
You just want to save someone, innit?
I don't mind, I can help, you know. Not everybody's doomed.
Why don't you help a good guy? A nice guy. Why don't
There's
you help
a difference between a nice and a good guy.
Good guy, nice guy, a guy that. Why don't you help one of those guys? Why do you need to help a criminal? He's already helping himself. He's helping people. He's helping people out of their money in their bank accounts. Why do you need to help him more?
I help a lot of nice guys. The only thing is, right now I don't want a relationship. But
so what are you doing? Why you don't want
into my life?
So what do you do when you're not wanting a relationship? You just date criminals?
I'm not dating anyone.
So why did you bring that into the equation that I'm not dating right now? What's that got to do with it?
No, I'm just saying, but I still help people. I still help men. I'm still helping the nice guy. Okay. Any man,
you're not helping no criminals either.
And any man that comes into my life, man or woman, you'll know that one thing that I'm about is elevating you, because me elevating you elevates me. We one hand washes the other, so I'm always helping.
Yeah, you can help them get the bank accounts. All right, so the next one, and all right, the next one. I've lost my place. Where are we at?
The criminals.
We moved on from that. We know where you lot stand. It's all right. All right, big up to the UK economists. So I guess all those single parents who have sons committing crime chose good educated men instead of losers.
Say that again. He
said, so I guess all those single parents who have sons committing crime chose good educated men instead of losers.
I think he's being sarcastic.
Yeah, he's being sarcastic.
Well, you can come from, even just as a black boy, you can come from a good home and still go in the streets and join a gang, because it's not really about your parents. It's sometimes about your environment as well. So don't try anything.
I do agree with that too, because I know a couple of people that had their mum and dad and they still wanted the bad boy life. But that goes to, I would say that goes, comes in because they seen it on TV. That's what's perceived as cool amongst us. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what peer pressure. And, you know, you don't want to look like a victim. You want to be a bad boy because, you know, you get respect, you know, and all of that kind of stuff. But all right, big up Trent Rawlins. He's back again. Black women want the guy raised on survival, not love. A sophisticated hood dude, an anomaly. Ooh,
I'd love a sophisticated hoodlum.
But raised on love, not survival.
Yes.
Yeah, but if a guy is on this drilling and trapping, scamming, all of that kind of stuff, it is survival though.
How will he be?
He's on survival mode.
But how will he be willing? How will he know how to love me if he doesn't know? Like, if he hasn't.
That's what you should ask yourself when you start dating them.
There you go. Like, if you're.
What do you mean? There you go. That's what you should ask yourself when you date them.
I don't.
And make excuses.
Why do you keep insinuating that?
Because she said she picked the scammer over the 9-to-5 guy. She said it. We could rewind it, bruv.
If I love the scammer, yeah, why not?
Yeah, there you go. I'm not saying not to do that. I'm just saying ask yourself. I'm not hating on no one. I don't need to hate on no one. I don't care.
Probably depressed and miserable. Actually,
could be.
Say that again.
The 9-to-5 may be depressed and miserable.
Not that one. The other one.
Why are you looking for my trouble?
What did you say?
I said I worked 9-to-5, and that was the most miserable time of my life, because a lot of the time you're working for peanuts for somebody that's making millions off your back. You're 9-to-5, which means you need to get there even probably 8:30. A lot of the time you may have to commute, wear stiff ass clothes, have 1 hour break in a whole 8-hour day. Like, ugh.
I don't agree with that.
Go on.
But you work from home.
I made my way up. I started to work at McDonald's, earning £5 an hour when I was 18 when I came to this country, and now I'm living my best life due to my 9-to-5.
Come on.
So I feel like it depends on the situation. I've been to jobs that I was a slave, but I feel like you work your way up. And so,
and you know, and do you know why that's so? why that's so mad that she said that is because she's the white girl here.
What are you trying to say?
Well, it's kind of obvious what I'm trying to say.
That
It's kind of obvious what
say
I'm
it in words.
Don't you think it's kind of
Say it
obvious
in
what I'm trying to
words.
say?
Yeah, definitely.
Ain't it
Say
kind
it
of
with your
obvious what I'm
chest
trying
in
to
words.
say?
100%.
Bro, you lot
No,
said
you
it for
say
yourself.
basically
No,
trying to
don't
say she's
change
more
what you're
stable because
saying,
she's
fam.
white.
Huh?
Are you trying to say that she's more stable because she's white?
No.
Say
How
it with
did-
your- say it with
okay,
your
let
words.
me make
I
it very. Let me
didn't
put my phone
understand.
down for
Yeah,
this.
say it with your
Yeah,
words.
please be
Basically,
explicit.
yeah. Basically, so we're talking about 9 to 5s versus bad criminals, fast money, whatever. Yeah. And basically, you said you'd pick a scammer over 9 to 5. Then you was talking about how bad the 9 to 5 is. The lady in the middle didn't really say nothing, but we already know that she's been with the gangster boys. And then the lady on the end said, you know what? I don't agree. I made my way through working hard, being a slave. Yeah. Came to the country, 18, McDonald's, worked your way up. Now you're living your best life. And that's respectable. Do you get what I'm saying? That's not downgrading what you do for a living, but that is just stating the facts. And that's stating some of the things that black guys say about why they date out. Because there's a mentality amongst us no, bruv. There's a mentality in our community that we all know.
But maybe she loves what she does for 9 to 5.
No,
some people don't love what they do for 9 to 5.
In some imagination stuff. Let's go.
It's
on
not even imagination.
She's a
go
woman.
off what she said. Go off what she said, not
And
what
she's
you
a
feel.
woman. She's a woman. I sent you a video the other day about broke guys, right? You make less money on a 9 to 5 than you do if you're out there doing a more flexible.
I'll let one of these other brothers talk.
A more flexible job working for yourself. I'd rather be an entrepreneur than to be working 9 to 5 to a point in my life.
I don't understand why.
For real.
I don't understand why black people think 9 to 5s aren't about making money. Every person that I know that works 9 to 5 making £300,000 a year. I don't understand that.
Is that in finance?
Well, in the U.S. too. Okay. So we get
Yeah.
And then also, man, dang, I forgot what the hell I was gonna say.
Sorry.
At the end of the day, they're tapped, bruv. That's all you need to say.
Oh no, wait. Oh, I got it.
Bruv. It's tapped.
One more thing. I don't like in the black community we have this. Oh, we don't like what we do. Oh, we need to find. Listen, the white folks and the Asian folks I know. And me, I was getting destroyed. I was sleeping on a mat on the floor at Harvard, getting destroyed, okay? In order to get that back, to be able to finish my training next year and make 40 hours a week, every weekend off, get home at 5 p.m., £300,000 a year, okay? You have to work hard, and it's not going to be fun.
It ain't going to be fun,
It's not going to be fun.
I'm not talking about working hard. I'm talking about the monotonous routine of being
going to be monotonous.
There's going to be monotonous routine, bro.
Yeah, but
let me tell you something. Of book I read.
I've worked both sides.
No. One voice, yeah. Let me tell you a book I read. A book by 50 Cent. Yeah, he's the baddest bad boy in the flipping rap that you can think of. Power, all of these kind of things. Yeah, you would look at him as an entrepreneur, would you not?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Guess what he said in his book, Hustle Harder.
Yeah.
Monotonous repetition, bruv, is the key to success. Monotonous repetition.
When you're working for yourself, not when you're working for another person.
No, bruv. No, why are you adding things? You didn't read the book and you're adding...
Yeah, but...
What do you mean, yeah, but? You did not read the book and you're adding in your own interpretation when I'm telling you what was written down, bruv.
But you're basically
This is mad, bro. This is actually mad what you lot are doing,
But that's
bro.
about making money. It's not about your actual happiness. I worked and that's why I said miserable. I didn't say broke. Right?
Let me just say something quick. You see this listen.
What?
You see this whole discussion here? This is showing how men think logically forward and women think emotionally forward. And neither are necessarily right or wrong because it's always tailored to your situation.
You was doing good and then you...
No, I'll tell you why. Because No, but I'll tell you why. Because I believe in you got to work hard before you work smart. You can't just jump into working smart. And stuff. So that means you're going to have to go through the 9 to 5s and the daily routines and sacrifice. And maybe you're not going to have a certain amount at the end of this month, or you're not going to. But if you're self-investing and you're doing certain things in order to get what you want or where you need to be, that's where you can start accumulating.
Yeah, because this is the thing.
Smart.
I'm not saying that you should be a wage slave your whole life and just be in a rat race your whole life, but I'm saying do not talk down on this whole
100%.
9-to-5 thing, because guess what? Most of our parents did it. Most of your grandparents did it. And most people on this planet do it. So again, it goes back to that thinking of this top 10% of people out there and what they're doing. And you've got to be like them. Bro, like at the end of the day, most people are not going to ever reach that because it's not feasible for everyone to be balling.
Yeah.
It's not, bruv. So when you talk negative about all of this 9-to-5, it's actually ridiculous because most people are going to have to do it.
Yeah.
We got Shade 1906. In our community, responsible men with morals are a turn off. We are not exciting enough.
Where are these responsible men with morals? Where are they?
You don't meet black men that are responsible and with morals.
Men in general.
No, black men in general.
Black men. I've met a few responsible black men.
So why did you say where are they at then? If you've met them?
The male community. I don't see many of.
Where did you meet them?
School, uni.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe like if you like go to church or something, you might find
you might get finessed in church, blood.
I don't know.
Yeah. So where do you think you meet? Like, if you want a decent black guy, that's not drilling and trapping. I know that hurts. I know it's difficult to kind of get out your programming, but if you wanted to settle down and you're like, nah, I've had enough of guys like King Riches. I want a good boy.
Put yourself.
You don't even want a military guy like my boy there who's murking people. You want a good, clean cut boy, bruv. Yeah, man. Where do you think you would go, starting from you, and we're gonna end with you?
I don't think it works like that. Like, I'm not gonna go to a library to find the love of my life. Like,
where would you go then?
It's not where would I go. Like, it's like people. Like, for example, I've met people on nights out that are no criminals. They work 9 to 5. They earn 6 figures. So I
Shoreditch.
No, it's not Shoreditch. I rarely go out in Shoreditch. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, all these boxes, like, oh my God, we need to go to the library, we need to go to the church to find these guys. Like, no, these guys are out there. Like, these guys also go out.
So basically, what you're saying, they're not in any particular place. So you might as well just go to the club because you've met nice guys in.
No, it's
in
not. Might as well go to the club. Like, they can be anywhere. It's not like we can't put them in a box. Like, oh, this guy is in the lab. He's in the, like, you know what I mean?
He's in the lab. Being put together in the lab.
No, he's in the lab working on something. Like, I don't think I won't go anywhere to find like the love of my life or my future husband. Like the guys that have been in my life.
I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask everyone the same stuff. Yeah. All right. So, what do you look for in a guy physically? What are your what do you look for dating preferences? What are your preferences in dating? Like, black guy, but then what kind of black guy, like, looks wise?
Like thick, because like I'm not too slim.
What do you mean thick in
like
what way? What are you talking about?
Like a thick guy.
Bolo.
But it doesn't, I don't care. I don't care if you have muscle, if you have abs. Like, I'm not very...
Dad bod.
Like...
Just be strong.
Yeah, just be like thick.
Built.
Because like I'm not very slim, so like I don't want to be like next to like a very slim guy. You don't want to push him over.
You don't want to back it up and then. Alright, cool. What about height?
As long as he's like the same as me, above, like. Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, that's cute. Does he have to make how much money should he make a year, do you reckon? Because you're doing well, innit? You're living your best life. That was your word.
Yeah, but he can earn less than me. Like, it's not about the money, because maybe he's working on something and in a few years he's going to earn more than me. So I feel like
hopefully
that money, like as long as he's working hard towards something, or like towards like his goals. Like, imagine if I date a broke guy right now because he's investing in his business and his business is going to blow in a few years' time. So it's not really like the money that he has at the moment, but his goals and what he's working towards.
So you don't mind paying for all the dates, yeah?
No.
Huh?
No.
I don't mind.
What? You sure? Hakkasan? Gauchos.
No, but I don't do that anyways. I'm not a person to go on dates and go to expensive restaurants. I don't mind to go to the chicken and chip shops if it's
okay.
You know. So I feel like it depends on who you are as well, because there's guys that they like to go to expensive restaurants, but I'm not that type of girl. So yeah, it depends on who you're dating.
Yeah, that's good still. All right, the Nalva. What have you got for us? Where do the women find? Where do the black? Where does all the respectable black women? Yeah, like where do they find good black guys so they don't have to date drillers? Yeah, and then after, yeah, I want to ask you, what kind of guys do you go for physically?
Cool. So I think that if you want, I think you need to turn yourself into the person that fits. That's the type of man you want. So, for example, some of the guys I met that I believe are, suitable bachelors and everything, a lot of them, I met them at uni not because that you need to be educated, but it's a sort of mindset that you may have. So not all the time, but usually, at uni, you meet like-minded people, you grow together and you create like a parallel mindset. No, but that was one of them. I've got a lot of friends from uni, a lot of guys that I think you'd be great husband material. That was one of the environments.
So why didn't you pick one of them then?
Because I had one of them, and the one that I did love, and he was my everything. Actually, went back to Nigeria. He was an international student, which means things kind of like had to drift.
It was a foreign export.
Yeah, and actually, I'll tell you something. International students, a lot of them are good men. Actually, they come from good backgrounds because they have to be able to come here and everything. Yeah, so they tend to have like sometimes more functional homes and everything like that. Another place I would say is networking events is great because people that's searching for sort of knowledge. It's all about people that's searching for development.
All right, whatever. All right, cool. So what kind of guys do you like? What looks wise? What do you look for? Be honest.
Strong, big black man.
Strong, big black man. That's funny, bro. So like what? How tall are you and how tall does the guy have to be?
I'm 5'6". I would ideally 6 foot plus. Reason being because that's usually how I feel protected by a man, not because he needs to really be that. My dad was a huge, big ass black man. He's the first person that I look to for protection and love and things like this. So I guess I've got a bit of a mirroring of that onto my ideal partner, I guess.
Okay. All right, moving on to young lady in the middle.
What was the first question?
All right, where should a woman find a good black man? No, actually, regardless of black or white, where should a woman find a good black man? And then I want to know, what are your dating preferences for a black man?
I think my answer to the question is, there's more good men traditionally, however, in what concept we're speaking in out there than there is all these other men. So women just need to look within themselves and really do a 180 on their filtering system, on the type of guys they're going for, and change that. Because you'll see that, I think a lot of women think, I can't find anybody and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, it's not that you're not looking in the right places or whatever else it may be, but you're blinded. You're turning a blind eye to these people because you're looking for the wrong things in a particular type of man. So I think it's more within, look at yourself, look at what you want for yourself as a woman in your life, and then flip what you've been looking for or what you've been finding somewhat attractive in these men that haven't done nothing for you, and go out and look, and you'll see these men. They're here, they're everywhere. Like I said, I believe the majority are good men.
And you're all agreeing, but you all said you would prefer the drug dealer and scammer over the good 9-to-5 guy.
Not even prefer, my boy. They've done it. No, they've done it.
The girls either side of you are both nodding, just like to your point.
I agree.
We got to start looking within ourselves. We got to start looking within ourselves.
They say anything. But yeah, so all right, the preferences. How tall are you?
I'm 5'2", so I've never, and I'm a small babe. What can I do? As long as you're taller than me.
He's got to be 6'5".
No, child. I don't like a man that's way too tall, anyways, because
you're lucky you're short, you know.
Thank you. But also, I'm a boxing coach, so I come from a martial arts background. Nice. So I think a man that has
this is another one that wants a thick guy.
It's not a thick guy, no.
You've got to be thick.
No.
You must be thick.
No.
You are not thick enough for me.
I think just someone that is somewhat fit, someone that is somewhat active, someone that has some form of martial arts background for me would be.
So if the wall ends
tomorrow, he got you as well, innit?
Huh?
So if the wall ends tomorrow, he's there.
You want to put each other in headlocks. So like, look, babe, look at this headlock I learned. I can get out of it though.
Do you understand?
That's
crazy.
All right, cool. All right, Iman, what do you think about it?
I say probably you should look around your network or your circle, because like friends of friends would kind of be able to vet a person for you before you even having to do the dirty work, you know? So that's like a step forward. And then, I think, your circle, or maybe outside your circle by a bit. And you'll kind of have someone who could have similar interests to you, or like you could have someone who has similar morals to you. So it makes life a little bit easier. As for like the features that I find attractive, I like teeth. I have a weird thing for teeth. If
teeth.
If he's got good, nice set
teeth.
of teeth with a nice set of canines, that's nice.
Gold teeth.
Oh, he's got canine gold.
Okay, relax,
What does that
relax.
look like?
And a nice back.
A nice back.
Can you
nice
imagine?
back.
Do you know
Back.
my sister?
What do you mean, gluteus maximus?
Yes.
Not that gluteus maximus. I meant the back.
Oh, she's talking about
like
that.
a man with the
She wants that. She wants that work.
strong, big black man. Means
You've got to be thick. That's funny, bro. Hey, that's bad. All right, so you mean like a big back, like he's
like
done
a
pull-ups
big broad,
since he was 5. Yeah.
Broad back.
Quick, one question for all three. Do you girls prefer guys
Four.
with muscles? Four. Sorry. Or do you prefer a guy with like love handles, something to grab hold of?
C'est quoi?
Can you repeat
Say it
What was
again.
this option?
Do you prefer a guy that's got muscles, like a muscly guy that goes to the gym,
Ripped.
a guy with love handles, something that you can grab hold of, like a cuddly bear?
I like a cuddly person.
I think it
it's
was
all-
like a bit of meat, you know?
something.
I like timber.
I like
What's
ripped.
that? What's timber?
Timber is like
muscles.
timber.
Like muscles,
You don't
This
necessarily.
girl said timber.
You must be fit and timber.
Thick and timber, man. This is going to be all over social media now.
with a nice back.
Dating requirements. He's got to be thick and timber. Mad. You lot are moving mad still. That's crazy.